Hi everyone, this is Wing Liang, the ARAGON launch designer. I'm here to debut our brand new and the final execution of our ARAGON Enforcer Titanium. And this time, we're using the Miyota 9100 for this particular execution. All right, let's dive in, and we're going to talk about this watch. We now have the close-up of the ARAGON Enforcer Titanium 9100. This Miyota 9100, we haven't used it in a very, very long time. The features of this movement, as you can see at the 2 o'clock position, we have the power gauge. And then at the 4 o'clock position, we have the month. The 7 o'clock position, let me try to find it, okay, is the date. And the 10 o'clock position is your day, okay? And then between the 5 and the 6 is the date display, date window. So if you haven't seen the previous two execution, okay, which is the Miyota 9075, which is the Traveler GMT. And then the second release we had was the 9015. So this is the last and the final for the Titanium Enforcer for this generation. So this movement particularly is highly sought after. Over the years, we've been using this movement since the beginning when it was introduced to the world. We're one of the first in the world to have this movement. It's approximately, I'm almost pretty sure it's almost like between 15 to 18 years ago. It's pretty incredible. Or maybe I'm wrong, I think it was in the 2000, almost 20 years ago. So anyway, this movement is highly sought after. I think it's because of the quality of this movement, the accuracy of this movement, the way the movement is being built. It's very beautiful. I was trying to show you the case back. This movement is very, very thin, and it's being able to have such a complication. And I particularly like the 9100 is because it has all the features. The power reserve, I just explained that earlier. And I also love the way I designed the Enforcer. This execution, the 9100, is, as you can see, I'm using multiple colors for the subdial indicator hands. So you have the furnace blue, you have the yellow, and then you have the red for the power reserve. Let me try to move that away, okay? And I hope you guys are not gonna miss this watch, because this is the final execution for the Enforcer Titanium. So by the way, Enforcer has always been done with stainless steel. And this particular version, okay, I'm showing you from profile. So this is the button to adjust the month, okay? Just in case if you decided and you want to fast forward, you use a like a needle-like tool to push every time you push, and it will advance 1 month. I think this is one of the best Enforcer. You know how every generation there's improvement in terms of streamline, the quality of the materials and the design of the watch. And this one particularly, I just want to show you, there is a platform at the 12 o'clock. So you can see the whole bezel is sloped, okay? And the triangle or the starting point has a raised platform. So this is a particular feature for this generation of the Enforcer. And I made two sizes, as you see on the table. There is a 50 and there is a 44 millimeter. So everybody will be able to pick one size. There's no reason that either size wouldn't fit your wrist. So I just show you that the now clock position has the helium valve release. So you can see how the bezel has the knurling on the side for gripping. Particularly, you see how the screw on the bezel is also for gripping. Very well engineered bezel with 120 teeth rotating bezel. Okay, so let me try to find the center point. As you can see, step in, we have the chapter ring, and this chapter ring is quite different than other chapter ring. So it's elevated, almost like a sidewall, and the top or the flat surface of the chapter ring is micro imprint with the microseconds. Okay, each one of the hour marker is indented to place, the hour index into it. So it's quite three-dimensional with this watch design. And also each one of the subdials, as you can see, has a disc, and the disc is reverse or inverse back into the dial. This particular one I'm holding is a sandblasted black. So if you are able to see the angle I'm showing you, there's no reflection at all. Look, it's flat black, which I love. You know how like a car, they're doing this matte finish black paint on the car. This is what it looks like. Oversized numeral on the bezel. Okay, there are white lume glows minted green, which is really, really cool as well. All the R index and the hands are also glows, white lume glows minted green. All right, this particular one is the 50 millimeter. Case and bracelet integrated together, and to size the bracelet is using a screw pin. Okay, so you need a flat screwdriver to size the bracelet, and the length of the bracelet is quite generous. The thickness of each link or the bracelet is 5 millimeter thick for the 50. Titanium, all right, once again, now I've heard people say, I like the quality of titanium, they're hypoallergenic, but I don't like the colors. You see how I done the titanium is using this vertical brush technique. So it doesn't have that yellowish gray tone to it. It's more, it's not like silverish like stainless steel, but it's particularly has that matte black finish to it. I mean, not black, matte finish to it. Okay, not sandblasted, but vertical brush to the entire case and bracelet. So it's quite good looking, very, very good looking. There's no reason for anyone, it's not like the traditional titanium that you're used to. The clasp is done in stainless steel. Okay, the case back is stainless steel. And then the crown is also stainless steel. Sapphire crystal with the anti-reflective coating. I was trying to find that tinted blue so you guys can see it. All right, so this is the 50. I'm gonna model and wear the 44. If there's any watch out there, this is not comparable. There's no other watch that you can compare in terms of the quality, the material used, and the movement of this watch. Especially the price point that we offer is mind-blowing. All right. Remember, always get the watch as soon as we release it, because that's when we offer the best price for anyone. 44 millimeter, okay, is you can see how it contours around my wrist, very comfortable, very lightweight because of the titanium. You can go scuba diving with this watch. It's submersible 500 meters deep, or in other terms, it's 1,650. Now, I'm showing you the white lume glows minted green version. And as you can see, the hands are done in this matte gray or charcoal. It's like a darker gray. So we call this particular version the Eclipse. So at the end of the video, when I show you the lume shot, okay, you will see it's like a, it's almost like the moon in front of the sun. So let's assume the dial is a sun, right? And then the hands will be in completely black, dark. So it's like an eclipse. So we call this the eclipse effect. Very, very cool. So with the white dial, it's a lot easier to see the color variations on the dial. Look at how this, the power reserve gauge over here, you can see is from the light orange, green, teal to blue. So when the hand is at the blue, let me see if there you go. That means it's full powered. So when you wear this watch, the rotor in the back, when it turns clockwise or counterclockwise, it will charge this watch. So I particularly like what I like to do with this. I'm going to show you another one that I have on the side, not fully charged. I'm going to show you in a second, but I want to finish my point. So what I like to do is I set the time, I wind it a little bit, I wind the watch a little bit, like 5 to 10 rotation on the crown. So the hand, the power reserve hand will be like somewhere around like the orange, between the orange and the green. And I start wearing the watch. I love to see how long it takes for the power reserve hand to go to the blue, like fully charged. When it's fully charged, it probably runs between like 40, 42 hours. Okay, so it could vary, which is not a problem. If yours is not running, like between 40, 42, don't be like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong with my watch, because I know a lot of the watch guys like us were very, very particular with things, right? Accuracy, the strict bezel and all that. So these are truly high quality movements. They rarely have any problem or issues with them. And as you can see, the hands is running very smoothly because it's running at this, the 28,800 vibration per VPH per hour. So especially this movement was designed and created somewhere like 15, 20 years ago. It's quite remarkable with this. I'm going to demonstrate this watch on my wrist. So I'm wearing the 50. So it's your liking, right? There's no reason for anybody to be like, oh, wow, this watch is big. And it's like, you can wear a big watch or you can wear a small watch. Everybody can like what they like. Okay, very well fitted on my wrist. All right, so I'm going to do a demonstration. I'm going to put this back. I'm going to do a quick demonstration of the power reserve. So you see now the red hand is in the orange area as I'm winding it clockwise. You see how slowly I'm charging the energy into the movement, okay, into the mainspring. All right, you can see the example. So, all right, stay tuned. Make sure you lock the crown, by the way. Make sure you lock the crown every time after, otherwise, the water will get into the watch and people will be like, oh, there's water in my watch. Yep. Water cannot never go inside to our ARAGON watches because it's tightly sealed in the case back. and around the crystal. The only place where water can get in is through the crown, is when you or someone has forgotten to lock the crown. All right, so stay with me, and I want to show you the eclipse dial. It's extraordinary. Here you go. You see what I'm talking about? Like fully. And then the hands are like, you know, where the moon is in front of the sun. Really, really cool. There's not a bad one. Seriously. If you like the matte black, go for this on the left. If you like glow in the dark, go for the eclipse style. Okay, guys, see you next time.